Experts predict massive drop in Social Security benefits. Experts. I mean, what would we be without experts? My goodness, we'd be healthier, we'd be happier, we'd live longer. Oh my, because experts, they know everything. So check this out. All right, so here we go. My man, who sent this to me? My man Paulie C sent this to me. And by the way, if I got stuff in my teeth, I just got done eating some ribs. Nice. Looks like my pearl yellow is looking pretty good. I put on my trigger. Didn't come out so good this time. I didn't give them enough. I didn't. They're okay. They're okay. I was using this new peach smoky sauce that we got at the Peach World when we went to Savannah to see my friend from the Army, and it was okay. But they're a little bit disappointing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. But All right. Finny wants to go back outside. All right. So here's Madeline Garfinkel. All right, Garfinkel. And her dad's name's Simon. All right, so anyway, the fate of Social Security is a hot topic, with many Americans wondering just how much, if any, will be available when they decide to retire. Now, a new report has put a dollar amount on the potential loss of Social Security benefits for Americans in 2033. The analysis, conducted by the Committee for Responsible Federal Budget, arises from the anticipation that the incoming payroll taxes which fund the program will fall short of covering the retirees' monthly payouts. According to their estimations, a typical dual-income family entering retirement would experience a decrease of approximately $1,450 a month, $1,400 a month. Couples who have earned higher incomes throughout their career might face almost $2,000 a month of reduction in benefits. Conversely, couples with lower earnings could encounter a more substantial decrease, about 10,000 schmackaroonies, which represents a greater proportion of their income. The projected... we were just outside. We just were outside. I just let you out. You just cried to get back in. There you go. All right. Just come out here. All right. Because Pablo's going to start barking, screaming, saying, Dad! Daddy! The projected cuts in benefits stem from the prediction that by 2033, payroll taxes will fall short of what is necessary to maintain full benefits. All right. Social Security operates on a pay-as-you-go model, meaning it lacks the ability to borrow to cover shortfalls. Okay. All right. Let's keep going here. The last significant overhaul was 1983. Well, actually, 1993 significant overhaul too. All right. So I want to point something out here, my friends. Check this out. Here's a federal surplus or deficit. All right, so check this out. Whoa, wait a second. What? Hold on a second. Now, fools will say, look at the deficits. This is the deficit. This is less money coming in than going out the door. And they're going to see this over here. They're going to say, oh my goodness, look at those deficits. Horrible. And they say, look, it was hardly any deficit back then. No, in 1953, we had a deficit of $6.4 billion. $6.4 billion. In 1932, we had a deficit of $2.735 billion. Look at that. Deficits. We had a surplus there in 25. Is that Silent Cal Coolidge? I think it was. World War II, World War I, a big deficit, $13 billion. Big deficit. 1913. Why are we starting in 1913? Look at that. 1913. Oh, we had zero. No, zero. Oh, then all of a sudden, just like that. Look at that. A little bit of deficits, some deficits, surplus, deficit, surplus, deficit, surplus. Then 1913, it all fell apart. Wonder why. Who knows what happened in 1913? Put it in the show notes. All right. So then, deficits, surplus, deficit, deficit, deficit. Surplus, 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 surplus. Silent cow. Watch what happens, though. Watch. Ready? Deficit right there. Right there. And we've had deficits ever since. Look at that. Look at that. Deficits. That's $47 billion of deficits, my friends, in 1945. Was the federal budget back then? It was a lot. It was very small compared to what it is now. Oh, surplus in 1947. Look at that. Oh, surplus, deficit. Deficit, deficits, deficits. I saw one surplus there. All right, so now we go into Medicare right there. Medicare comes out. Ooh, look at the deficits. All right, look at that. Oh, boy, that's not good. Vietnam War, Medicare, deficits, Nixon. We're all Keynesians now. Look at that, $15 billion of deficit, $53 billion of deficits. $53 billion, $40 billion, $127 billion. Thanks, Ronald Reagan. And the only time we had surplus is when? 1997, 1998, 99, and 2000. What happened in 1998 and 99 and 2000? Oh, we know what happened. So look, 1992, huge deficit. As after this freaking stupid first Bush. Then Clinton got in, had less of a deficit. Then 1994, 1995. Ooh, what happened in 1995? Anyone remember? 1996, the Republicans took over the House of Representatives for the first time in 40 years, and they had the Senate too. So the Republicans had both houses of Congress for their first time in probably since FDR. It's crazy. And we had surpluses. All right, then 2001. Oh, 2001, we had a surplus of $128 billion. Then what happened? Kaboom. Look at that. It went from $128 billion to right there. Almost by design. Almost by design, was it not? How much the government wanted to spend money? So we need to spend more. I wonder if we could manufacture something. Look at that. Almost by design. 2003, and it started going back up a little bit. Then kaboom. $1.4 trillion deficit, my friends. $1.4 trillion deficit in 2009. Oh, another $1.3 trillion deficit in 2011. So we had 4 years of trillion-dollar deficits. Come 2015, 2007. Oh, wait, there's Trumpster. Oh, my goodness, Trump. Look, look at this, dude. It's nuts. And right now in 2022, another $1.35 trillion deficit. And this year is going to be even worse. Man, where's my man Russ? He told me he's going to use this mosquito thing. Maybe I need some more mosquito bug things. You take this 5-gallon bucket, you drill inch holes in the top, you pour about a gallon or two of water, you pour some salt in there, some sugar in there, and some I can't keep forgetting this word, man. Some yeast, and a little bit of Dawn, and the mosquitoes get attracted to the CO2. So I think I got to replace it. And then you open up, you see a bunch of dead mosquitoes. It's awesome. So I did do that, but they're still flying around because I'm so sweet. Oh, it tastes so good. It tastes so good with my pearl yells. All right, so now I want to watch this. We're going to edit graph. All right, hold on just a second. Mosquitoes drive me crazy. We're going to add a line. We're going to add federal debt. All right, debt. Right there. Total public debt. Add data series. All right. Oh, wowzers. Let's no, Pablo, nope. Let's format this. Make it left versus right. So now, Pablo, come here. You want to say hi to everybody? So here's now again. This is not logged. All right, but you can see. Oh boy, we've had we only keeping records since 1966. So this is our debt. Look at that debt. Total public debt. Look at that. Just going through the roof. I was born right there. We were already having massive amounts of federal government debt before I was even born. And now we're up to $31.2 trillion. Now let's do something. Let's edit this. And we're going to edit lines. We're going to get rid of line 1. And what we're going to do is we're going to log this here. So that looks like, look, we had no debt back then. And only people who don't understand how basic stuff works will say that. So you can see right here, here's our debt. I mean, that's when you logged. So again, a log simply means 2 to 4 is the same length as 4 to 8, which is the same length as 8 to 16, which is the same length as 16 to 32. All right, so when you log it, it gives you more proportional representation. When you don't log it, it's like the Mercator map. Just idiots don't get it. I hate to keep saying idiots, but people will always make it look like everything is skewed because the numbers are so much bigger than they were now than they were 50 years ago. But in terms of percentages, it's not like that. It's bad. It's operating in bad faith when they do that, in my opinion. Anyway, so you can see the debt. I mean, the debt is, look at this. But we've had debt in one of my books. I write how they were complaining about FDR's amount of debt. No, come here. Anyway, so the point being is this right here. That's when we paid off some debt because we didn't have budget deficits. We had budget surpluses. But even here, we still had massive amounts of debt. That's right there, $4 trillion. So we've increased our debt significantly from $4 trillion. Well, actually not $4 trillion. That's about $6 trillion, I guess, right there. From 6 to 32 trillion. So 6 to 32, that's what, 5.5 times? That's the same as 2 to 12, essentially. So 6 to 32 is the same as 2 to 12. And we went from 2, right there, 19, was that 86 to 12, right there. It's 2 to 12. It's the same as 6 to 30, basically. So the point being is, how much do we just spend to Ukraine? Interesting. Well, we spent a lot of money on Ukraine. Do we have the money for that? No, we don't have the money. So where's the money come from? It's add to, yeah, please. Thanks, babe. You want to say hi to the camera? Oh, boy. I'm pretending I'm married. I'm not really. That's just some beautiful lady who opened up the door and said, if I want hot tea, I said yes, but it's fake. It's all fake. All AI. I got an AI wife. Anyway, so we spent huge amounts of money in Ukraine, but we don't have that. I do that something. Do I have stuff on my chin? We don't have that kind of scratch. So where's that come from? But Josh, don't you know they're going to monetize the debt? Why? Why? What is the magic number where they monetize the debt? What's the magic number for the dollar collapses? What is it? 32 trillion in debt isn't enough? What, 40 trillion will do it? 50 trillion? I mean, come on, guys. Let's not be silly. The facts are, when it comes to Social Security, it'll be thrown in the general revenue fund just like everything else. I mean, come on. Is it going to collapse? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, all things, empires always collapse. But again, as I always say, Greece is still out there. Mongolia is still out there. The Ottoman Empire is still out there, aka Turkey. The Roman Empire is still out there. There's still a Rome. You know what I'm saying? It's the British Empire is still out there. I mean, it's weak. You know, we're going to be weak too. The Japanese Empire is still out there. It's just going to be weaker than what it is now. But do they collapse? When? Tell me when it's going to collapse. Kind of like the climate change people. Tell me when. And then when it doesn't happen in terms of extinction, mass extinction, then you'll say, well, it didn't happen that time, but it's going to happen this time. Trust me. It's so stupid. And they're just going to put in the general revenue, and they'll say, okay, we're going to pay their tax revenue. That's all they're going to do. And, you know, they might fix it in terms of saying, okay, well, this time we'll have to increase payroll taxes, like I've always said, increase payroll taxes. No big deal. You know, tax qualified dividends and long-term capital gains for people making over $1 million as ordinary income, and get a wealth tax on there. Make sure the wealth tax does nothing but subsidize Social Security. It's a win politically, Republicans, you fools. Take advantage of the win when you can get it. Take the W when you can get it. Yeah, I'm itching because mosquitoes just love me. Oh, my goodness. I did shower, too, and I shaved. Look at my fresh. Anyway, the point being is, yeah, you can sit there and say all day long that they're going to run out of money, but you don't know that. Just because we have deficits and debt, remember, we own the biggest source of lending is ourselves by far and away. It's not China, it's not Japan, it's us. We borrow our own money. I don't know how that's going to shake out. No one knows. Everyone can speculate, but no one knows. So why worry about it? Especially when how are you going to get health care? I'm going to go on Medicare. Medicare is in a world of hurt compared to Social Security, my friends. How are we going to fund Ukraine? We're just going to give them money. There ain't no money right now. But yet we're still doing it. How does that happen? Well, we just issue bonds. We issue it to ourselves. It's all fake. But this is the issue with the fiat currency. It's just put into existence by the utterance of the Federal Reserve from 1913. You know, and the fractional reserve requirements, fractional banking. It's that simple. So you can worry about it, but why would you worry about it? If you think you're going to get reduced Social Security benefits, I tell you what, sign those benefits off to me. I will say, you know, Josh, I'm not getting these benefits, so I'm going to give them to you. I will gladly take them from you. All right, love to hear your thoughts. We'll see you.